Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, the one and only Hosting Cruz, bringing you another exciting edition of boxing. Don't forget to hit and to like, subscribe to my channel. It's always greatly appreciated. Stay tuned. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Hosting Cruz, and guys, I'm here to talk about the upset of the night on the Crawford-Madrimov card in the heavyweight division. Jared Big Baby Anderson, 17-0 coming in, 15 KO, was labeled as the next big thing in the American heavyweight division. Athletic, good speed, power. Good young fighter. But he was in there with a monster yesterday. Coming into this fight, guys, I was a bit concerned for Jared. I said, this is a tough fight. This is going to be a tougher fight than the Charles Martin fight where he was hurt. He got backed up by Martin and his chin was a bit exposed. And I say this fight is going to be tougher because Bakole is as big as Martin. He's younger. He's 31 years old. He's got speed. He got power. He throws combinations. He's not a 1-2 type of guy or looks for that one shot. He can box. He's got power, good speed, combinations. He comes forward and just an intimidating presence. In the first round, I realized something right away from Bakole. To me, he looked like he had Jared Anderson figured out right away. As soon as the bell rang, he came out swinging. They were doing like a stalemate in the end, jabbing, pawing their jabs, and Bakole looked like I said, he had Jared figured out. He was just waiting for the right time to counter, the right opening to make Jared pay. But Jared, using his jab into the body, trying to be a bit slippery in there, using the athleticism that he has. But nothing was phasing Bakole. Bakole was like, that's all you got, that's all you got, that's all you got, boy. Hit me harder. Show me what you got. Bakole has been known to go out, travel the world, and cause upsets like against Tony Yoka, beating Carlos Takam. So Bakole's a good fighter, good heavyweight. Coming in, this was the real test for Jared Anderson. This fight was to see if Jared Anderson can he graduate? Can he show us that he's the real deal? I saw a sit down with Andre Ward, Berto, and Andre Durrell. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it on YouTube. And they were saying that this fight, they were a bit concerned like I was for Jared. Jared Anderson has been hyped to be the next great American heavyweight champion of the world future. But at the same time, he has not really been tested. He was tested with Charles Martin, but Charles Martin was over the hill. He was not in his prime. And so they were talking about being tested against a guy in his prime and a real good heavyweight. And Bakole was that challenge. And they were saying, this is the fight where Jared Anderson has to show that he's for real. He's the next big thing. Can he figure this out? That's one thing that stuck with me that Ward said. I want to see if Jared Anderson can figure this out. And that spoke to me like, yeah, because Bakole's a big guy, big heavyweight, can power, can box, good speed, and he was not going to let off Jared Anderson, man, coming in. And it showed. Jared Baby Anderson, Big Baby, was in tough. He got stopped in 5 rounds. Bakole looked like, to me, he was like a big George Forman in there. A lot of people were saying in the comment section like, wow, big George Forman. George with another comeback because he had similarities to Big George. Same body structure, pressure, power, and just a monster. There's a beast in there. He destroyed Jared Anderson. Uppercuts, dropping him with the uppercuts. And even at time when Jared Anderson was standing his ground and fighting back and, having his moments, got to give credit to Anderson, man. He tried. He knew he was in there with a tough opponent. He stood his ground, firing shots, trading shots, and having his moments. But Bakole was just a bit too much, too big, too good. Power, power in both hands, and it was just too much. And in the fifth round, that was it. That was it. Bakole is a problem in the heavyweight division. 6'4", almost 300 pounds. Power, speed. He's a problem for any heavyweight. And Martin Bakole, with this major upset. Jared Anderson. I had Jared Anderson to win the fight, but at the same time was a bit worried, and this is why. This is why. Bakole got him out of there in 5. Impressively. And back to the drawing board. Jared Anderson, what I like about Jared Anderson, that even though he stood his ground, fought back, and was trying, and even in defeat, he didn't make any excuses. Bakole was the better man. It is what it is. Back to the drawing board, back to the gym. I'm gonna go home, see my family, see my newborn daughter. So at least Jared Anderson was able to leave the ring healthy, see his newborn daughter, see his family. So he'll be back. 24 years old, not the end. But Bakole is something else. Let me know what you guys think about Bakole's performance, Jared's performance. What's next for Jared? And what's next for Bakole? Bakole can fight any top heavyweight, any world champion. I think he's ready for that. Shiley Sean versus Bakole is a good fight. Any top heavyweight, because Fury and Usyk are gonna go at it again. And Anthony Joshua is busy with Daniel Dubois, so we'll see what happens. But major upset, major upset. I kind of had the feeling Anderson was gonna lose this fight, but not in the way that he did. It was just a dominant performance by Bakole. Miracle by Boxing, guys. I'm your host, Jose Cruz. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. It is always a pleasure to talk to you guys about boxing. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.